Aloha, and welcome to the first annual Brews and Buds. Not just annual, like we're going to have many, aren't we? And it just so happens to be on National IPA Day. I brought a couple friends with me, Eric and Matt. Before we get too far ahead, kind of want to do a little spiel on the glassware. We're going to be using a little bit smaller snifters and tulips, but traditionally IPAs are poured in your easygoing everyday pint glass. We are going to start with Maumee Bay's Creature from the Algae Bloom. It is a take off of their sour ale. It's their sour double IPA. It's a picture of that while I'm opening and pouring. Got to try this yesterday right off the tap. It is excellent. They are doing a special event this afternoon, so by all means, make sure we get a nice big pour on that. Go ahead, man.
Justin's on. Say hi to Justin.
Justin, oh hey Justin, thanks for checking us out. Chris brewed this one for today on accident. That's actually pretty awesome. Happy accident. The smell is great. I'm gonna let these guys go for it first because like I said, I got to try it first yesterday, but you get some really, really incredible flavor, and the history behind it with the matcha was pretty fun. So next time you're in there, if you can flag down Chris, get the story behind it. Definitely get like a subtle sour, but it's there.
Yeah.
Sour's there, that fresh kiwi.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a while to put my finger on it yesterday, but it's more of a sour kiwi than like fruity. And it's really, really easy to drink. Makes it a dangerous beer because it tastes like it should be right around 4.5%, 5%. And Chris has said they're like 7+%. So if you have one of these, enjoy it. Tell Chris hi. Get some good stuff there.
That's an easy to drink sour.
It's sour dippa.
Yeah.
You went a little crazy.
You would not think so.
Mm-mm.
No.
It's too easy to drink.
That over there.
All right. So from there, you guys want to rinse, or it's up to you. Probably with the sour.
Yeah.
Quick little rinse here.
No, very nice.
Yeah, man. Trying to be all like real and stuff. Try and get that wonderful sour out. The next one we're gonna have is courtesy of Ernest Brewery, Brew Works down in Toledo. Keith, congratulations, Keith. He's having a baby next week. Wanted us to try their new Sincerity. It's their West Coast IPA. I haven't tried it yet, but it smelled amazing. Go ahead and pour yourself some, and I'll get this cleaned up.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it was hard to pull.
So the hops in this one, talked a little bit with Keith. He said they were Simcoe, Amarillo, and Centennial. So it's going to be all West Coast hops. Solid IPA at 6.9% from dead center. Check them out. It's great atmosphere, kind of industrial look. They always have a food truck out front. These guys are really fun. They were all at the festivals too, so yeah, definitely get the Amarillo for sure on the nose.
Little bitey.
Yeah,
Little bitey.
I like it.
It's good though. It's balanced.
Mm-hmm. Not as bitey as like some Amarillos I've had.
From other companies.
Mm-hmm.
Shameless plug.
Indeed. Definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a unique hops. Smells like something else green, right? This one's actually really easy to drink too.
Yeah,
it's kind of dangerous.
This one goes down.
It's
It's very easy after that
easy.
sour, especially.
Yeah. Surprisingly, like you don't get a lot of malt from it, but it's like the palate definitely smooth, like maltiness. Yeah, if that makes any sense.
Bitterness doesn't linger too long.
No. Wow. Oh, happy IPA Day. Oh, and before we get too far, it's also Eric's birthday. Can you believe that?
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
Happy birthday on National IPA Day. So they created a national holiday for you.
Yeah, like the IPAs too much.
Must be. I mean, they knew you too well.
Yeah.
The Brewers Guild, National Brewers Guild.
Definitely bites.
So, all right. The next one we're gonna go hazy next. I have two from Big Lake. Saw the fellows of Big Lake up at the Summer Brew Fest, and they were very, very intrigued and happy to share. So these are by request. They asked me to try these ones out. They're Lake Haze and they're Blood Orange Haze. I'm actually, I don't know, I'm gonna try both. But you guys decide which one you want. You can start with both. I don't know much about Big Lake, but I know they're from out west, Holland, Michigan. Okay, so they're out west, on the west coast of Michigan.
Thank you.
Hazes are coming in. They've been popular for a few years. New England's now they're starting to get really fruity. That is definitely hazy, without a doubt. Let me finish some of this West Coast.
It's hazy.
Hazy.
I haven't been hazy like that since college.
Oh!
I didn't go to college.
It is hazy.
It's an approachable hazy though. It's not overly fruity or anything.
Not too bitey.
Smells
Got a
really
interesting
hot
flavor in there though. Not quite placing it.
like an adjunct, or do you think it's the hops?
No, it's something sour in there.
I don't know what you're getting at. I want to say like
It's like a
grapefruit.
sour fruit. Yeah, yeah,
I can see that.
I get
yeah.
grapefruit or almost like a mild lime or something. That's very easy to drink.
Yeah, I could drink that all day.
I like it because it's different than the big player around here. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. They've kind of cornered the market on New England's in this area, but yeah, that one's really good.
It's very good.
And I'll be honest, I'm not much of a New England fan just because it's usually fruitier than hoppier. You know?
It's not bad though.
This one's not bad at all. I'm gonna try this one, see what this one's like.
Do it.
A juicy New England.
Well, then we need to rinse the glass then.
I think it's probably a one-off from it's the same haze series. So.
Yeah, it's probably just added through.
Yeah, real blood oranges. Same Citra and Mosaic. That's where we're getting the Citras. Lots of it.
It's chuggable.
Yeah, it is.
That's the dangerous part.
Chuggability is definitely dangerous in IPA.
That'd be a good lawn mowing beer.
Yeah.
That would.
It's
And
refreshing
their pint
too.
cans too.
Or a good shower beer.
Yeah.
Don't try to
Yeah,
take the
keep-
one beer in the shower.
You can take it from the lawn mowing to the shower.
Yeah.
Not dropping a glass in the porcelain. Right.
You gotta have can.
Aluminum. Yeah. Be safe. Please be safe.
Yeah.
Drink
We
responsibly.
did a bottle once. That was a bad idea.
Oh wow, that's got some fun color to it.
Not the taste I was expecting, but it's really
No.
good.
A little bitier.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I was
Less
expecting
citrus.
less bite, but
Yeah.
it actually has more bite. I like
More
that.
bite and less citrus. That's weird.
But the nose has a lot of
A lot of citrus.
lot,
in the
yeah.
nose.
a lot of orange on the nose. Wow, that just it's completely backwards is of what you would think.
Yeah.
You smell the orange, but you taste the hops. You definitely taste the Mosaic. You definitely taste the Citra. Blood orange, I think, just adds a little bit more to the malty flavor.
Although the more it sits on my tongue, I mean, I can kind of taste the orange on the back end of it.
Yeah, that's.
A little bit.
I agree, but you're right. It's surprising. You think with that much, with it smelling the way it does, you can actually get a lot more blood orange forward. And it's impressive.
It's all in the back.
It is impressive. Good job, Big Lake. Good job up there. Good job. We'll be checking you guys out for sure.
Austin says hi.
Austin, what's up, buddy? Is that A-Train? Austin Pier?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Coach.
Coach.
What up, Coach? I miss you. That's a good one. All right, fellas. Now we can kind of move in any direction we want.
Yeah.
We got a cooler full. Where are we going? This one.
Do it.
The one that you brought. Outside.
One of their always sunny themed ones.
Thunder Gun Express.
That's hilarious. Is that a Mac reference?
No, it's the movie. The one they're all going to see and he drops full dong in, so they're all...
Yeah, leave a little water in there.
Yeah,
A
man.
little rinse there,
There you go.
yeah. Give me a splash of water just to cleanse the palate.
Gotcha.
Oh, we need pretzels.
Oh, no.
That's what we got. Tortilla chips. Thunder Gun Express. That's awesome.
I think they listed this one as a double and imperial.
Oh, well, that's just nice.
Man, that's surprisingly hazy.
Yeah. It's kind of fruity, too.
Let's see if we can make it.
That's my wife's hand behind the camera that you see.
Kind of hard to get a shot.
Ladies, pay attention. There's going to be some beer nail wraps available very, very shortly. If not available already. That's right. We're going to hit all the markets. Man,
That's smooth.
Yeah.
That's like ridiculously smooth.
Especially
There's
'cause
barely even a bite.
Yeah.
there isn't a
It's
bite.
a
It
double
almost has-
Imperial IPA. Really?
It just has like a saison yeasty to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Little
yeah.
yeasty.
Definitely.
Very drinkable.
It's
Yeah.
very easy to do. It's
You
dangerous.
want a lawnmower beer? That's a freaking lawnmower beer. Right
That would be 2 lawnmower beers if I'm
Mhm.
still outside.
Yeah.
I mowed the neighbor's lawn just because I wanted another thing of beer.
First one went down so easy. That is a good one. Wow. Man, good call. Way to join.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, because I get
Where's that out of?
It's
Outside?
outside.
odd side. They're Grand Haven, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't really say. It's,
They have a really
Very
nice
simple
background.
label.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Simple's the way to go, man.
Yeah. Grand Haven, Michigan.
They're all doing. A lot of the beers we're tasting today are from Michigan. A couple from Ohio.
Mm.
We got some from out west. Going through all those. Nice.
Very nice.
That is dangerous.
Yeah, it's good.
If there was a, you know what? Yeah, they kind of like develop their own style there, man. I feel like it's a farmhouse IPA.
I can
Like,
see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like it a lot.
It's definitely yeasty at the end, like you said.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, there's the hops.
What do you think it is
Thank you.
Yeah, buddy.
then? 8% too.
Oh yeah. So
Hides it.
Well, yeah.
hashtag
that's
butt
good.
kicker. We're starting the hashtag butt kicker. If you watch the video, she even put in some fun. What would you call it? Batman Pals Blams.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Nice.
all right, let's go to
It's just cat stuff. Just doing cat stuff. It's fine.
cans first. We're
Oh,
doing
sure.
cans for right now.
Yeah, sure.
This is Tapestry's limited release Heartful of Napalm. This came highly recommended from the distributor Jonah at Imperial. I like Tapestry. I love their reactor. I think that's a really good IPA. This is a double. And these guys, trying to see where the ABV is, but they're out of Bridgman. Read can later.
We're here to drink, not have a library lesson.
It's definitely a little darker, a little maltier looking.
It's very dark.
Oh yeah! Wow! Look at that color.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That is definitely a double.
It's good. Definitely malty.
Say hi to Greenbush.
Green Bush.
Gosh.
Hey, we'll be drinking one of yours shortly.
We should do them now.
to now.
Mhm.
We're gonna have to.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
It's very good.
Wow, that is.
Definitely if you like maltier beers.
Subtle.
That's more like a malty red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is.
Let me bring the can up.
Yeah, right here.
Even with how
It's not
malty it is, though,
great
it's still got a
lighting
lot
here,
of hops to it.
Oh yeah, but it masks it so well.
Yeah.
What's the ABV on that?
Some cool
Sneaky.
can
Do you
art.
see it?
too.
Let's see what we got here. Tapestry 1 pint. Yeah, right. It's gonna be something ridiculous. I don't see it. Doesn't mean it's not there. I just don't see it. 10 cents Michigan deposit.
Oh,
Sweet.
good.
Sweet.
Keep it local.
I do not know, but it definitely
It tastes like there's quite a bit in there.
a lot of malt in there for sure. I love well, it's a double. So
Yeah.
I mean,
That smell.
it's yeah.
What is that?
I can't put my finger on that hops. I want to say maybe Centennial, but
It's not piney.
Very bitter though, for how much
It
malt
is.
is in there.
The
It
bitter
is.
sits on the tongue really heavy.
for a
Yeah.
long time, it's a good one. It's a
Yeah.
good
That's a
one.
very good one.
Thank you, Jonah at Imperial, for that recommendation. All the breweries with Imperial, get to know Jonah. He does a really, really good job of representing you down in Southeast Michigan. He's one of my go-to actually for a lot of information, and he, as long as you are nice to him, he usually has really good swag to hand out to the bars. So that's wow, that's that's dangerous beer.
Yeah.
That is a dangerous beer.
That's definitely one to save for the nighttime.
Yeah.
Pass out on your lawnmower
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. The lawn you just
Alright.
mowed.
Yeah.
I just mowed that. I'm going out to mow the lawn again, honey.
It's nighttime. I don't care.
It's so nice to lay in.
Alright, so Greenbush.
Bush.
I chose one of my favorites from Greenbush. I love a lot that they do there, but I really, really like their Star Chicken Shotgun IPA. I have, when you and I were at the bar, that was
10%.
10%.
10%.
wow,
Wow.
Tapestry's 10%.
I could see that. That's sneaky.
Yep, that is dangerous.
Oh,
Anyway, I consider the Star Chicken Shotgun, which, by the way, the handle is hilarious. It's an Elvis chicken in the full jumpsuit standing atop a shotgun shell. So that's,
Check out that.
you have to see it.
Yeah.
But I call it like the chicken soup of IPAs, you know? There's not a bad chicken soup. This is not a bad IPA. This is a really, really, really easy drink. I feel like it, as soon as it hits the palate, it leaves the palate. It's not overly bitter. It's not underly bitter. Malt doesn't dominate it. It's just it's a go-to. If it's on draft, I'm gonna choose that beer probably first, just
Yeah,
because
that's a
it's
smooth IPA right there.
It's very good lunch beer.
Yeah.
exactly something that you can drink.
Taste cleans off your palate real fast.
Yeah. You can go back to the office and the boss won't notice.
No, I was chewing
I've
IPA
never done
gum.
that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody I noticed that.
What? When?
Where
Where?
I stick to margaritas for lunch. They'll never know.
I was just having lime juice.
Yeah, I was just drinking a lot of lime juice and orange juice.
That's well done, Greenbush. I'm always a big fan. I know you're a big fan of their Brother Benjamin.
Yeah, Brother Benjamin's definitely my top 5 beers from them.
That's
From
saying
anybody.
something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I smell it in there.
it's their version of another popular beer, and
I think they did a better job though, honestly.
I do love the Elvis chicken though. You can't go wrong.
No, you can't go wrong with that.
which I was thinking about getting the Brother Benjamin for today, but I know we got a lot of doubles, and I really wanted to feature like a real IPA, and like I said, this one it's just well-rounded. I mean, yeah, you get kind of like a floral, fruity aroma from the hops.
Straight
You
up
get
the D too.
yeah, Greenbush. So, up in Greenbush, congratulations! Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We hope to see you very soon.
Definitely testing my palate today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting there, man. Especially this isn't your go-to style. So.
No, not at all. No.
What kind of style do you drink?
More like golden ales and
Oh, okay.
yeah, lagers.
So this is testing you today.
Oh yeah, this is yeah.
We're gonna double.
We're gonna need a cigarette soon. Like yeah, it's hitting.
We'll be there shortly.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to the buds part later. I mean,
Well, that one's
Brews and
chewable.
buds.
That one has a chewability at the end of it. Woohoo!
That's a good beer.
Yeah.
Good job.
Very
Thank
good
you,
beer.
Greenbush.
I haven't had a bad beer from them.
No, in fact, on my my clipboard, my aluminum clipboard for work, I have their Distorter sticker all over it. I was a big fan of their Distorter porter. They got some. I mean, everything they do is good. I like it. Good people. They were really fun at Ipsy Beer Fest. So.
I think you've already taken me beyond the norm that you normally do when we're testing out new beers. So yeah. Now we're going for broke at this point.
All right. Well, let's stay
Should
in
be
Michigan.
So you should be numb to IBU soon.
Oh yeah. This is one of the last cans I have, I believe. The rest are all bottles, but it's Black Rock's 51K IPA. This one's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Deadly.
It's easy to find.
Thankfully it's everywhere now.
Yeah.
But it's taken a while. I mean, Black Rocks, from what I understand, there's just a few of you up there, and this is just a great IPA. Geez, I don't even know where to go from there. I like a lot that they do. They've got really good cream ale. They're Grand Rapids.
Michigan.
Marquette's all the way up in the UP.
Oh,
It's, like one of the northernmost port towns, I believe, Lake Superior.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I remember when I was working with Jonah at the bar, and I always wanted to talk to y'all at Black Rocks, but they just, at the time, I think there's only 2 guys running it the whole time,
wow.
which is like all they were doing was pumping out beer constantly.
That's one of the smoother ones we've drank.
Mm-hmm.
And
Kelly's
this is-
here, say hi to Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
I was nervous about
Thanks
that.
for joining
This
in.
is-
Dude, 7%, solid.
It's a good
Yeah.
go-to if you see it at the
Yeah.
bar.
This
or
is,
you're at a barbecue or something.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
definitely.
This is a daytime drinker for an IPA. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not
A
gonna.
lot of these have been daytime drinkers. Like, you can sit out in the sun with them.
This one's definitely a little more malt, though. It's balanced.
Mhm.
You can
It
drink it
is.
for longer.
Well, yeah, you get that definitely in the
Yeah, it's a
color.
little slightly
Yeah.
darker.
It's
Very good, though.
solid, easy drink, kind of flowery, herbaceous, if you will.
Yeah.
Tapestry says hi.
Tapestry, hello. Thank you again. That one
Delicious.
came highly recommended.
Very good beer.
10% butt kicker, man.
Sneaks up on you.
Yep. There's still some left in that can. We'll get
I
there
know.
later. We'll get there later.
Yep. We can throw a little shout out there again though.
Yep, there it is. Sweet label.
They earned it.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
In fact, 51K. I bought quite a few of those for poker night. Merlin was having his diaper party.
No.
So, man, what's many beers I can bring that everyone will drink, and it went over great. I mean, for IPAs, so it's not. There is a lot of hops there, but
Yeah.
it's not obtrusive. It's not terribly bitter. The malt complements it considerably well. It's just really, really easy drinkable IPA.
Yeah.
Trying to get that out there. It's
Even as a hop head, though, there's still enough hops in there.
oh yeah.
That there's enough
Yeah.
bitter kick that I could drink that all day.
It sits way in the back.
Yeah, it does. Just sits back there and makes me want to drink a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. So let's move. Let's move to. All right, you guys up for a really, 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 really good sought after double?
Always.
All right, let's just do it. Let's get it out of the way because we might lose our palate soon.
We've already passed the point of no return.
Bell's, the Oracle.
Oh, Bell's.
That's a-
If it is available, if you find it in a store, buy it up because someone else will if you don't. This is a wonderful double. It's seasonal. I believe it just broke, about 3-4 weeks ago,
Yeah.
something like that. So, allow me.
Oh, please.
Excuse me.
Yeah, their two-hearted is a solid seller.
Oh, yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah,
I've always told anybody you can put Bell's on tap, and all you need is two-hearted and Oberon, and you
Yeah.
just flip them for the season, and you're gold.
Yep.
Wait till you taste this one though. This one made it onto my top 5 instantly.
It's kind of
Teamwork.
reminiscent of a West Coast double, if that makes any sense. Plus, I love
It's very hoppy.
it is. It's very hoppy, but it's very malty. That's the other thing.
It's
like
balanced, yeah.
It's very well balanced. It's that's a good way of putting it. And you're not wrong. I wanted to get Two Hearted, but it's like we've got so many to try.
Two-hearted
Everybody
is a
knows
staple.
Two Hearted, yeah.
It's one of
You
the,
want stuff that's not known. You know?
Everybody knows
Different.
Two Hearted is good.
I believe it's Two Hearted and which we'll get to a ballast point here momentarily, but Two Hearted and Sculpin are the two highest rated American IPAs like around. I mean, so I wanted to go a little off reservation. This one came from my personal collection because it is relatively hard to find. I did find a spot that has some left.
So
But
is this fresh or is it aged?
this one's fresh. They want you to enjoy this one like within 3 months, I believe.
Okay.
Like it's very, very, very good. It's got a really good color from the malt. I mean, you're getting to like an amber caramel color. It's
10%.
yeah, it's a 10%er. That's why we should probably drink these first. So you know,
Really fair.
but I mean, shout out to Bell's. Congratulations again.
Always.
You
Always
guys-
good.
Yeah. Never disappoint.
Never
Yeah.
had a bad beer from them.
Family owned, plus being the I believe what are they the number one selling beer in Michigan, Bell's, or brewery I should say.
Yeah.
And congratulations, I hear y'all are able to sell in Colorado now permanently. Like that's huge. That's really, really huge for the market.
It's a big market,
That's yeah.
Well,
especially
I mean,
for local brews.
exactly. Breakout in Colorado, which I believe weren't they the one that overtook Michigan? I think we dropped out of the top 3, which is unheard of. I mean, what the deuce, Michigan breweries? Come on now.
Well, every town in Colorado has at least 3 breweries. It doesn't matter how many people live there.
That's right.
3 people could live there. There's 3
Three
breweries. Yeah.
All doing different things.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Right.
I took a tour of the state. I had to give up halfway through. I switched to Coors Gold and said, screw it.
The banquet beer?
I taste different.
Oh, this is a dangerous and delicious beer.
It's very good.
I almost am sad now that I drank it all already.
Oh, there's more in there.
I know.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
It's still daytime,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
IPA day, you can drink anytime you want.
That's what I
Sure.
heard. Actually, excuse me, it's Eric's IPA day.
Yeah. It is my
Eric's
day.
IPA day. And you are a double, like, you aim for the doubles first. I mean,
Yeah, the more IBU, the better, honestly.
we need to find ones to kind of expand that palate. I mean, IBUs, they say like the human palate can understand, we'll say up to about 65, 75 IBUs. But if you train it well, I mean, there's some that are pushing, 100 plus. I mean, you're
Yeah.
looking at
Well, Brother Benjamin's 114, right?
114.
Yeah.
You've got Dogfish Head. They do 90 minute. They do 120 minute. I mean, they're
Oh,
hopping
that
that
120
every
is
minute,
long.
dude. It's
Yeah.
they're through the entire boil. So they claim 120 IBUs. I didn't taste anything after the 81st IBU. I'm gonna be honest.
I was lost after the first half of that beer.
Oh.
That's a strong one.
Well, when
Yeah.
we were
We had that. Yeah.
we had, we made sure someone ate.
You have to.
You have to eat a meal.
You have to eat with the beer. Like,
Please.
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah.
don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually have to order food and it has to arrive before I will hand you the beer.
No, and I'll do a shameful plug here. Obviously, these are great coming out of the bottle and the can. Don't get me wrong. These are actually off the draft. This was a bomber that Chris poured for me, capped for me. This was a crowler that Keith canned for me. So those are as fresh off the tap as possible, but draft is better. There's no doubt. Make sure that the draft is clean and that the beer is fresh, and I promise you,
You won't get a hangover.
wow, hit the nail on the head there. But that's the way the brewery wanted you to taste it. Don't get me wrong, bottles and cans are great, but you know, off the tap, out of the keg, 100%. That's without a doubt the way to go.
You know the secret to not getting a hangover, right? You just keep drinking.
Just keep going. What day
That's
is
all
it?
you gotta do.
I think it's National IPA Day, huh?
Yeah, it's
It's
a
great.
great day. That's all I know.
I'm so glad we have you for these gems of knowledge.
Yeah.
The shower tips, the
Yeah.
hangover tips. I mean, it's valuable
These
stuff.
are things that a seasoned alcoholic can teach you.
So Matt's gonna be a regular on the program.
I literally haven't stopped drinking since I was 16. Except for those 45 days in lockup.
Whoa! What did you do? I don't want to know.
We're not going to talk about it.
We don't want to know on camera.
Yeah. Everybody has their 20s.
Alright, so, you know, I'm still getting a lingering hop bite from
that
that.
lingers.
Yeah, that is bitter.
That is
Yeah.
really, really bitter for a while.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
really testing my tongue right now.
Alright, let's go.
I'll have snacks next time, guys.
We'll stay inside of Michigan. We're going to do shorts. Sticky, icky.
Oh,
Nice.
this is going to be.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this one. I didn't get this one.
You haven't had this one?
I haven't had this one.
Alright, so shout out to Katie at Shorts. Joe, always really, really, really nice individual. Katie's one of the nicest beer reps I've ever met. She's really, really sweet, so if you ever see her, say hello. Now, like, Humalupa is their go-to. This Sticky Icky, I had to,
It went off the shelves instantaneously.
yeah,
I mean, honestly.
it moves so fast.
Isn't that what we were drinking last night?
I was, but it was a dirty line.
Well,
And we're not going to say the establishment because I will be there shortly to fix that.
it is also one of the one places you can actually get that right now on draft, I bet.
Right, you're not wrong. I'm a
It's
big.
Rockies.
It's a big. I'm a big fan. This one is super dank. It's
Very resinous.
yes.
Ooh.
It, like you get a really good malt color. I do believe this is their one of their doubles or one of their imperials, I believe.
It's got a lot of flavor.
A little haze.
A little bit.
But
Get
it
the
is.
sunlight there.
It is dank for an IPA.
Dank is the perfect word.
Yeah.
That's
Very
exactly
dank
the
and
word I would
resinous.
use
It has
all the
a
time.
unique aroma.
Yeah.
Of
Not as bad as Hempire, but
not yet.
Yeah, that
Hemper,
Empire.
right?
Hemper, yeah.
Um,
This one still tastes like you could.
or anything with Amarillo.
Yeah.
Amarillo has a very unique smell to it. But I'm a huge advocate for Schwartz. I really, really like their culture. They're really big philanthropists. They love their area.
They do really good work.
Yeah.
They're in Bel Air now, but like that's where their big operations out of. I mean, if you guys get the chance, check them out.
It's just a good label.
They always do.
friendly.
You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember DuckTales, Scrooge McDuck?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's exactly like, instead of diving into the coins, he's diving directly into
I think that's exactly
Some
what they're
green
doing.
pile.
Yes,
Yeah.
a big, giant green pile.
It's an American IPA too, so that's
Really?
yeah.
Seems kind of light for an American.
Yeah,
It's very good.
I thought it was a double or an imperial. Could be wrong.
About people who care.
I mean, they do.
Great slogan.
Well, no matter what it is, it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely has a citrusy dank.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like someone threw a peel in the bag.
I was just
Yeah.
about to say. Now you'd only do that to fluff it up a little bit.
It's strictly for color. Strictly for color. Just to make it pop.
Yeah. It's an Agent Orange.
I don't know if I
Wow.
could drink that all day.
No. Not unless I was smoking all day.
It'd be great before a steak dinner or something.
Maybe even like
It's
420.
super like it's very easy to drink. Super palpable. I mean,
Almost.
Oh, I was talking about the date. I was saying.
Whoa, yeah, we still got an hour there. Eastern time. By the way, we started at 2 p.m. Central time. That's just how it works around here.
I didn't know there was a difference.
Yeah, well, you know,
It's Probably
show
because
up.
you've been drinking since you're 16.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wherever I am, that's what time it
2,
is.
3, it
Yeah.
slides all
Okay.
together.
So let's move to
Which explains why I'm always late for work.
it'll be Saugatuck Singapore IPA, 7% ABV. This is an Asian style IPA, isn't that what they're saying?
The Singapore
uh,
might suggest that.
Yeah. It comes in at 72 IBUs, so
10%.
something you should enjoy. Nah, 7.
Informational label,
Are
though.
you sure?
10 cents.
Because it looked like it said 10 on the label.
No,
I
it
can't
says
see
7.
that far. Oh, I'm getting old.
Yeah, it happens. Don't worry. I'll give you a rinse real quick.
Please.
Oh.
Excuse me. There you go. Ooh,
Well, that's mine.
whoa, whoa! Sorry, we've been drinking.
We're not swapping glasses.
We've been.
I mean, we can.
When in Rome. When in Rome. What's to,
Booze kills the germs.
Yeah, usually. We are using, obviously, not glasses you would use for IPAs strictly, just because we're sharing a bottle and we're drinking a lot of beer, but.
Just being a little fancy, that's all.
Yeah, we're.
Nothing wrong with that.
There you go, buddy.
Thank you.
Wow, that's. It's crisp, but it's like.
That's what it says in the label.
Is it really?
Yeah,
That's even better. That's even better.
It's very crisp and aromatic.
Yeah. That's aromatic. See, it even says.
It even says crisp and aromatic. Made it easy.
Show the
people.
Crisp and
I don't get
refreshing.
like dedicated hops on the
It
nose.
is very aromatic, though.
It's
It is
different.
aromatic, yeah.
It's very different.
Intensely aromatic.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
there we go.
I want to say there's an
You don't-
adjunct there I can't
You
put my
don't,
finger on.
smell the hops.
No, I don't get hops on the nose at all.
It's got a different taste than the rest of the ones we've drank today, though, actually.
I love the fact that my nose still works great for beer because I trained it for bourbon, so it works. The tongue still is like, I don't know.
And that is, yeah, that's a very unique bitterness.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's not too aggressive though.
no, it isn't. This, I would say, if anything, it was closer to the green bush than it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, it's very familiar with the
I
Green
mean,
Bush.
You can
This-
definitely drink
there-
those two together.
You
Yeah.
are back to mowing lawn. This is the
Yeah.
third lawn you've mowed in the neighborhood.
We're mowing all
We're
the
not
lawns.
paying you.
But I'm still drinking. That's still a win in my book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I like Saugatuck lots. I'm actually. I prefer more of the brown ambers, so their bonfire is
I've
amazing.
never been disappointed by Saugatuck.
No.
No,
The
but this
bonfire
one's-
brown is, you're right, is.
I mean,
is
that's the
amazing.
beer. You could be inside and it tastes like you're right there
Yeah.
at a campfire. I mean, that's a great beer.
It
But the
almost even
Singapore.
smells like campfire, like
Well, they're versatile, too. They have.
in my opinion. I don't know.
No, but the flavor, you can definitely tell
Yeah.
it's been added. But this, wow. Like,
72 IBUs.
yeah, and you wouldn't know.
No.
No.
It's not
Tastes
extra
like it.
bitter. It's not.
If you like malt, you can
They're
drink
still
it.
bitter.
If you like
Or-
bitter, you can drink it.
They're still bitter.
It's still
It
bitter.
is. It's leaving the palate dry. There's no
Yeah.
doubt.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I definitely need a rinse and a little more water.
oh yeah, no worries, man.
Pushing your palate to the limit, huh?
Oh yeah, this is definitely a trial. One my body is trained for.
You know, buddy. Man, this one's.
It's a good one.
It's completely different than everything we've tried. It really is. I mean, like I said, the closest thing is definitely the green bush, but
It has a different flavor.
it's unique. It's
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on it, but I don't want to say it's an adjunct because I think it's intentional.
Yeah, it's bite. There's a big old bite in the back end of that one.
But it's
It's smooth too, though. It's got a bite,
Mhm.
but then it smooths out really
Yeah.
quickly.
Well, the bite catches you off guard.
because I want to say you smell the malt more than you smell anything.
Well,
But
your
then
nose
when
lies to you on it.
when you sip
100%.
on it,
Yeah.
it's-
And then the front of the tongue's like, no, it's fine. Everything's good. Then it gets back there and you're like,
Yeah.
ah.
Hey, well,
there it
hey,
is."
what's that?
I mean, that's
There
just
it is.
me.
There it
You know,
is.
me, I'm just like, come on.
It's I don't know. It's got kind of a like a funky. It's a little bit funky.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it lots.
It's
It's got a really
It's really
different
good.
taste. It's hard to put your finger on exactly what the flavor
I can
is,
still
but
taste it.
it's very different from what
Even after a rinse, I can still taste it.
Yeah, I think I need a little water to rinse my mouth out on that one too.
Yeah.
No worries.
It's very
It's-
good, but I
it's
feel
a
like I'm
strong
gonna keep
one.
tasting it if I don't do a little rinse.
So if there's any local bakeries that bake like madeleines or anything, local bakeries, those would be amazing right now. Butter cookies, Girl Scouts. Hey, you guys want to sponsor drinking?
Why not?
Then right in between every beer.
Well, you know they.
Shout out to Troop 448.
448.
Pretty sure 720 is the local one around here for the Boy Scouts.
okay.
Dang it!
That's for the Boy Scouts.
There you go.
Fair enough, fair
You
enough.
can't say that anymore. Scouts.
It's just the Scouts, I know.
Anybody.
It's the Everybody Scouts.
All right, we're gonna stay in Michigan. Let's go. We got 2 more left in Michigan, and then we got a lot others.
my
The core still
a
looks
lot
very full.
others. Yeah, we're about halfway through, fellas. All right, this is ABC's Sacred Cow. This is shout out to Kyle up there at ABC and his crew. They have a wonderful, wonderful culture. I mean, everybody there is happy. Everybody there is personable. Everybody there like wants you to enjoy yourself, and they
Great
just
food.
oh, the food is great. Yeah, their pizzas. Now I'm talking about the Ipsy, not the brew pub in Ann Arbor, because I've never been there, but I've been to the Ipsy one.
They have really great pretzels too.
The pretzels.
Yeah, any food you get there is good.
So, I believe they discontinued it, so everyone needs to raise a stink. But I believe it was a goat cheese and beet pizza, and it was amazing. I love beets. Goat cheese just has that kind of funk to it, where like
Your hippie showing.
yeah, it happens. Yeah,
Check
sorry,
that back
allow
in.
me to fix that.
There's nothing wrong
Allow
with
me
it.
to fix
I'm
that.
saying. Let your
And
kids start
Brews and
like
buds.
crying,
I think there's a little hippie in Brews
there's a
and
lot of
buds.
hippie in us.
I think we all get a little hippie in it.
But at ABC, they were very, very welcoming. The first time I was there, I just saw Kyle actually after 6 p.m. at
That's
Summer
good.
Beer Fest. I believe that's Imperial, isn't it?
It just says
Ooh, I don't even know.
But
There is not a lot
I
of
think it's just a
information
normal
on this one.
IPA.
Just says Yipsy and that's it.
when I was running the bar, we got the barrel-aged Sacred Cow,
Yeah.
and that one was dangerous, obviously.
Would they
That'd be
age it in?
funky.
Just
Whiskey.
like straight
I
up whiskey.
believe it was bourbon, but I know for a fact it was
Most
like
of the time
oak
it's
whiskey.
bourbon.
And this one, their Buzzsaw IPA is great. I love the story behind their Euchre pills. Like,
Oh,
it's
that's good. I remember that.
amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was
that's
so
the beer that
smooth.
built the brewery.
And see, there again, that's where my wheelhouse is. Like, oh,
See,
Pilsners?
see.
Oh, yeah, I know Pilsners.
We'll do that one of these days, especially if these breweries are willing to help. But Kyle is really, really down to earth.
That's a good one right there.
Manager at
Smooth.
ABC, and he showed us the sour barrel aged program that they're doing there, which they actually have to do off site because all of y'all that know sours, they can easily corrupt anything else, so you got to keep them away from everything else. And they rent space at I believe it's an auto parts warehouse, and they have their own corner where nothing's allowed to go except for sour, like oak aged sours. That's where they keep all of them, and it's beautiful. I mean, these are oak barrels that are 50, 60, 70 years old with original stamps and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And their artwork is always amazing. I heard this year, I'm sad to say, that they got away from their steampunk theme, but they do a sour festival, I guess, a barrel-aged sour festival. And it was just a couple weeks ago, so if you get the chance, check them out. And say hi to everybody there. Oh, and if you see anything that says Corner Brewery on it, please pick it up, because those are they're no longer known as Corner Brewery. That's
Is it
what they
like
opened up
on the
as.
corner, or
Exactly.
corner? Like,
Corner.
You're done.
Corner.
That's
Not
what you
coroner.
see.
No
I'm just saying,
toe
there's a
tags.
big difference.
No
There's a
toe
big
tags.
difference.
No
All right,
toe
all right,
tags.
all right.
Corner.
Although that
Corner,
would be
is
a
that a corner?
cool
90
name
degree
for a
angle.
brewery too.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. You can only go there once. You know what? You had 110 people come through your doors yesterday and nobody left. What happened? Well. But I believe that was their original name. So if you find anything from corner at not coroner, corner. Sorry,
It's
that's
easy
a
to sound
Minnesota.
different.
It's a Minnesotan corner.
It's not even that. It's just easy to, you know.
But those are very unique like labels that they keep around every now and again. I think I have a patch, which I'll feature one of these days on my hippie jacket. Yeah, that one's. It's probably the sweetest IPA we've tried.
I agree. Yeah.
Sweet, smooth. It's in my wheelhouse. I'm happy with it.
It's
Not overly sweet though.
No.
Oh no.
It's definitely malty.
Yeah.
It's the malty sweetness.
A lot of malt.
Yeah.
You get kind of like a caramel,
Mhm.
caramelized barley. It's almost like breakfast cereal. Like if breakfast cereal and hops.
Not like put it on your pancakes, but
drink it with your pancakes.
yes.
There you
drink it
go.
with your
Oh,
pancakes.
nailed it.
Stick to the bourbon on your pancakes.
Yeah.
The bourbon.
Ooh.
Now we'll do
Old
another
Jaeger.
one about. Ooh.
Oh, Baron on
Some
pancakes
Jaeger.
is somewhere else, dude. That's a whole nother level.
Frozen blueberries. Man.
But we're talking about IPAs right
today because it's Eric's birthday on National IPA Day.
Yep, made it
I'm sorry.
IPA day because my birthday.
It's National IPA Day on Eric's birthday. We need to
yeah,
maybe
maybe.
rephrase that.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Exactly. The nerve, you know. But we're gonna be.
Well, it took a long enough.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't even know how long National IPA Day's been around.
That's a good question.
4 or 5 years, and you've been around for how long? Nailed it.
Just saying. Putting it out there.
Throwing it out there.
That one is very, very easy to drink. I do
Up to
believe.
$1.20 in returnables.
Just
Making
making
it out
money.
there.
We're
No,
making money here.
No,
Put that out
actually,
there.
you're incorrect. Those two are from Ohio.
Ah!
We're not going to break the law on camera.
Straight dollar.
They won't know. Come on. You see them with their bags. Going
Such
over
a
the
giant
Got my water.
Ernest brewer.
Here, hand it over.
There you go.
Pass it
I'll
over.
hand it over.
Alright, let's see. We've got Roke. Roke,
So
I do believe, is the last
You got that.
Michigan. Yeah, they're the same.
Oh,
just in
okay.
case.
Yeah, I didn't know.
JIC.
I got you.
This is their live wire, handcrafted. They're out of Royal Oak. I'm a big fan of Roke. In fact, I use their Devil Dog oatmeal stout to braise a lot of beef. Like that beer is really, really, really easy to cook with, and it's so flavorful and delicious that my 4-year-old daughter can pick up the flavors of the beer. We braise. Yeah.
The alcohol has been burned out.
We cooked with it. Let's be certain. We cooked with it, and it's before she even had a sip. I mean, it's a funny story.
Sip. A
No
taste.
sip. No sip.
Damn it! Pardon my French. Before she even had a taste of the
Disclaimer: the
braised-
kid didn't drink any beer. Okay.
still hasn't. Before she even had a taste of the beef, she said she could smell like freshly
Oatmeal.
cooked oatmeal.
Nice.
So, I mean, that just goes to show you like how, they're using true product all the way through.
That's gonna be a Cicerone, huh?
I hope so. Cicerone. I hope she goes sommelier. I mean, you know what? I want her to be her.
Yeah.
Do what you want. Enjoy beer. I don't mind.
She has a great nose, though.
She
I
really
always thought
does.
of myself as a sensimile.
Wait, I don't get it. Wow, this one is like.
It's in your face.
But you know what I get? I think it's from the yeast, but I get almost like an anise sweetness
That
or
one's
like a
a biter.
licorice. That's from the nose.
Yeah, that's a biter.
Really, even though it has 72 IBU, I feel like it bites more than that.
Really?
I think it's in your face. Yeah.
It's a biter, yeah. After all these, if I can still taste the bite, there's a bite.
It's pretty in your face.
Yeah, it's very, very crisp.
Although I do
Yeah,
see the
very-
biscuit-like balance they're talking about.
Oh, I
do
can see
taste
that.
that.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's good. It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's
Kind of dig the name.
Say
too.
hi to Jason.
Jason. Aloha,
Hi,
Jason.
Jason who?
Myers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Jason.
Hey.
Meyer.
Myers. Sorry. My bad.
I know some Jasons. You never know.
You should have been here. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Just saying.
It's not too late. You better hurry.
That's right. We're down to our last few.
The door's open.
Doors open and beers are still full.
What? You can still catch up.
Dude.
There's a little bit in each one.
There is one sip of all of this. It's more than one.
First come, first serve to get here and go through the whole line.
I would watch somebody try to catch up to each one. That would be amazing.
That'd be its own
That
video.
would be great.
That would be its own video. I would love to see that.
Just put it in fast motion.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm good.
Alright, we'll see you shortly, Jason.
Yep. Hurry.
Oh, he's at work, he says.
Oh, man.
Oh.
All day.
On Eric's birthday?
Saving lives. He's saving lives.
Saving lives.
Saving lives.
I'm almost picturing like Benny Hill music as he like pounds each one of these. You know?
Yeah, I get a weird sweetness from that. I want to say it's like an anise sweet. You know what I mean? Like a star anise or
Yeah.
To me, that's not sweet.
Yeast.
So I see where you're coming from, though. I feel some sweetness, but mostly it's just.
No, I don't feel it. I smell it. That's
Oh.
the difference. Because this
It's
thing
all
is
just tart. And
Yeah, I get a
super
little more
bitter.
bitter out of this one than I do
Yeah.
sweetness.
It's aggressive.
But it does have like the first taste that you
72
get
my
on your
ass.
tongue. It's like, I agree. I think this is over 72.
How long did this one sit?
read the Born on day. This one is, but it's clean. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it tastes like a cold drink of water, kind of. You know, like
Yeah.
how like clean and refreshing that is. But then
does
it's
have
like
that.
it's all
And
bitter.
all the
It's
flavors
all
come
bite.
out, and it's like.
There's a lot
Everything's
of
all
bite.
at once.
Yeah. There's a lot of bite to this.
I don't get any sweetness on the palate, but definitely on the nose. It's really, really. I want to peg it to the yeast, man. I really think it's the esters from the yeast. I really do.
It definitely smells sweeter than it tastes.
100%,
Yeah.
man. And it's
aggressive.
and my tongue is still dry.
I know. Your tongue just soaks up the beer when it lands on it.
See, there again,
So
you
bitter.
worry about the aging. Like, I had a roommate who he left a 6-pack on the fridge, on top of the fridge. And he's like, "Do you think that'll be okay?" And I'm like, "It's an IPA. It was meant to go from India to India. That's why it was called the IPA.
Heard that's
It traveled on ships.
It's so
no,
That's
But I mean, that's
still they hold
it's a
up.
fun
well.
story.
Yeah,
It's
they
a
hold
good
up.
story.
well.
Yeah.
which I forget the brewery that has a made up history, but don't worry, we'll post about it. There's a brewery we saw at Summer Beer Fest, and they have an entire made up history, and it escapes me right now. But
Wasn't that territorial?
was it? I don't know. It was one of the first ones we stopped at after coming back to the front, and they were really, really fun. They said they have people that stop in at the brewery and are upset that the history's made up because it started like 150 years before the brewery actually did.
Ha.
With like, you know, Bigfoot and George Washington and
Yeah.
whomever. Like, that's hilarious. I would love to add to that history.
Yeah.
By the way, history of the draft specialist is right there on Eric's shirt.
Yeah.
That's how it happened.
Makes sense.
Makes perfect sense if you don't think about it.
Mhm.
Man, that's
That's aggressive.
one of the most unique IPAs we've had today.
Mhm.
I think so.
I really do.
It's one of the more aggressive ones, even though we've had higher
It's-
IBUs.
And surprisingly, we've made it all the way through, and that still has an impression on us.
Yeah.
So that's
I mean,
a
exactly.
really aggressive
I agree.
IPA. Like,
Yeah. And the I do believe the
they
next
really
ones-
just pushed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next ones are all going to be from out of state. I mean, outside of the two Ohio we started with.
Yeah.
But we got
They're so close.
some Missouri, some California, another Ohio, which we'll probably hop into that one next.
Hop into
Oh.
it.
Hey-o! Oh!
Yeah.
Did I do that on purpose?
We're getting
Yes.
a buzz.
Yes.
It's territorial. 'Cause
It
says,
is territorial.
In July 1832, the Lagermeister brothers.
There it is. All right.
Appropriate.
So-
Appropriate.
Sorry, I couldn't find any territorial at the local retailer. I would yell at the local retailer. That's what I would do.
Although the local retailers have a great selection.
They do.
Around here they do.
So I'm gonna do a shameless plug. He doesn't know me, I don't know him, but Jason at Liquor Cabinet, the Lambertville one has an impeccable selection.
Mhm.
So anyone that's local to the Toledo area, Jason at the Lambertville location is excellent. Don't get me wrong, his Temperance location is also very, very good, but it's about half the selection. So if there's one-offs coming in or anything, I mean, I know, Eric, you are a part of his Facebook following.
You can reserve beers on Facebook super easy.
He nailed it. He found a niche market. He's already selling beer before it hits his doors. Like, he's doing a really, really good job.
Flick's the most established. They stuck more to the liquor end, and they still have a nice selection.
They do.
They have a good
But they have
It's
really
a lot of
good
your standards that you're going to
keg
find.
selection.
The keg selection is impeccable.
So if you want a keg,
I
don't get me wrong, Liquor Cabinet obviously provides them, but Flick's keg selection, like, they can get just about anything that's available in Southeast Michigan. So I don't want to chagrin them by any means,
No.
but
it's just slightly
Everybody
different
has their
business.
niche.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody gets what
niche.
they do what they can do.
Yeah.
and I know that Jason at Liquor Cabinet, like, really, really touts his how many doors he has, because doors means how many beers he can front the face.
talking
You
about-
know what I mean? The glass
Glass
refrigerated doors.
Yeah.
Well, that's the best thing. You walk in there and every beer is refrigerated.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
Nope, like, it's ready for you to drink as soon as you get home. As soon as you
Yeah.
to make sure, or at
Or head
wherever-
to a barbecue.
your destination.
Or,
Let's
yeah.
say to your private destination. All right, let's do Lake Erie Monster. We're gonna go to Ohio first. This
Classic.
is Great Lakes. Yeah, I
One
love
of your favorites, right?
This is one of my favorites. I love Great Lakes. My all-time favorite beer of all time is made by Great Lakes. It's not available right now. But Allison, we met Allison at the Craft at the Quarry. She's really excited to be a part of the draft specialist and what we do here.
I know this one's an ass kicker.
It is. It is an
It's a
imperial
little
IPA.
sweeter.
It's
It might be a
butt
little
kicker,
more
butt
palatable
kicker.
for you.
Butt kicker. Yeah.
Butt kicker.
Hashtag butt kicker.
Hashtag butt kicker.
But
Compared to some of these, it might be more palatable.
It is seasonal though, so
No, I've had this one many times.
you're only gonna get it in the spring, summer seasons. It is not.
I do know there's a couple bars downtown in Toledo that will carry these on a regular basis. Like,
Yeah.
Cock and Bull's one of them. Dirty Bird's another one. Those two will always have that when it's in season.
No, and that's
Yeah.
I keep quite a lot.
that's
of
telling. That's telling. And
Yeah.
that means that they're catering to a craft beer market, which is really what we're trying to get out to. Is that craft beer is alive and well.
Oh, it's
You
doing
know,
great.
It's actually there's so much liquid on the market right now. Like
It's so smooth.
there's no reason that New England's, I feel, in my personal opinion, New England IPAs, I believe that price is going to drop in the near future. I think like it's going to be, it's not going to be $15 for a 4-pack.
It doesn't even
No.
taste like 9.1.
Not at all.
No.
You taste the IBUs though.
Yes, it's still there.
It kicks,
it's there the
but
whole
yeah.
time.
Yeah, it makes you.
It's kind of yeasty though on the smell and the
Little bit,
taste. I
little
feel
bit.
like.
Yeah, I definitely get a lot of yeast and a lot of malt from the Lake
Finish.
Monster.
Yeah.
It's in the finish.
I like it though. It's very good.
Otherwise, very drinkable.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
smooth.
And it is. It's hops immediately and then malt finish. Really, really, really.
sayings
See, I love. So Great Lakes GLBC is right down the street from the ball field, and I knew it as Jacobs. So you know, what I mean? But so we stopped there. What would you say? 4 years ago?
I'm pretty sure
3 or
everything is
4
right
years?
down the street from the ball
No,
field.
maybe
in-
2.
in Cleveland.
2 years ago.
Right.
And we had a wonderful tour there. I can't wait to tour them again and catch a ball game because it's one of my wife and I. We love to go to a brewery and to catch a major league ball game.
Oh,
And they
sounds
just
fun.
they were so open and so personable, and the history of the brew pub.
Oh.
Excuse me, brew pub itself. There's still a bullet in the wall from. Was it Elliot? Well, it was Elliot Ness, right? Wasn't that the?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That would make sense for the beer name.
I believe Capone
Capone had
tried to assassinate Elliot Ness inside of that brew pub or speakeasy at the time.
Wow.
And I know I could be way off, but I believe that's the history, and it was really, really fun. And you
We
could
were
still
drinking that day.
drinking lots. I believe you could stick your finger in the hole and still feel the bullet, like it's still like stuck in the wall. So
He stood on Capone's personal elevator in Toledo that he used to throw people off the roof.
It's true.
I did it.
that's
You gotta know the right people. Man,
I
it's
mean-
a cool sight.
Toledo.
Apartment building.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's,
Hillcrest.
Yes,
Yeah,
Hillcrest.
yep.
Old West End, right?
Yep.
That's a neat
right in the heart of the old West
building.
End.
Right in the middle.
Millier
It was the
painted
tallest
an
building at the
arrow
time.
on top of that building to point towards
Which way do you
Franklin
go?
Park,
Yeah.
which was the airfield, which
Yeah.
he tried to turn into Westfield, and that didn't work out.
Again. That's, I mean, Toledo's got a really, really rich and dark history.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you're interested in mafia history, it definitely has a lot of history. Purple Gang and all that.
Well, all the mafias are even still here. I mean,
Shh.
oh, shit. Let's go on to the next beer.
Yeah. I do believe we have the densest population of retired mafioso.
Oh, really?
Because it's right in between Chicago and New York.
Right.
Toledo was chosen
Well, I always
as
knew
the
we were a
quiet,
safe
the
place.
quiet, safe place.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it's been known as. Sorry, Glass City. It is the Glass City.
Glass City.
Glass
Nobody throws
City.
stones in a Glass City.
Nobody does.
Nobody.
Because we,
Kyle White wrote a song about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So did John Denver, but
Yeah.
it was not so
He didn't-
favorable.
I won't
Wow,
say
man, I still love that beer.
it. Hashtag butt kick John Denver.
Uh,
Roll up your own sidewalk.
I'm sure that'll hurt him.
Yeah! John Denver's rolling in his grave.
Uh-huh. I have Chuck Norris's beard being. We're friends.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
Trimmed up nicely, man. Where were we? We went to, was it like Phoenix Bar and Grill in right across, it was like La Crosse, Wisconsin. And they had a full poster of like Chuck Norris sayings. And I loved it. It was one of the best perch sandwiches I've ever had.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Nevertheless.
Especially coming from around here, perch sandwiches.
Well,
Big deal.
that's the thing is like I was in Minnesota. Like, I'm from Minnesota,
You still
so
got perch over there.
yeah, we do.
It's still a thing.
And then we were driving home, my wife and I, and we just decided to stop at this little pub, and they had an amazing, amazing perch. But they
Probably
just
fresh caught.
Well, of course, I had to relieve myself, and they had an entire poster of like 45 different Chuck Norris sayings. Like it was very, very fun. All right, we're getting to one of my favorite Midwest breweries outside of the Michigan, Ohio area. It's Boulevard. Boulevard from Kansas. They're awesome. This is the Calling. They're double IPA. I've never had it before. I'm really, really excited. I'm a big fan. I mean, their Tank 7's, one of the best out there. They also have a wheat that is like really, really fun to cook with. So if y'all ever do any dredges, beer batters, that's the one to start with. I mean, you can start with any, but
Is it Brew City or Beer City chain that uses Boulevard, like their quad and their rye on rye, like
Kansas City, Missouri.
as like their major seller? And like,
Dude, they're rye on rye.
I
It's
know.
seasonal, unfortunately. So
somehow they're always able to carry it. Like,
I wonder if they cellar it or keep it chilled.
I don't know.
So, I mean, if you keep a beer chilled, you can keep it for
Pretty sure it was
quite
called
some time.
Yeah.
Beer City. Does that sound right? Or
It-
Brew City?
Brews,
It's down in
Brews.
Columbus. That's
Oh
where
yeah,
it's from.
definitely. Yeah. I know the place. I don't know the
I'm
story.
sorry, Easton.
Yeah.
To be exact.
Ooh.
Well, hey,
now
that's
you're hitting the big, big burbs, big
well,
money burbs.
one day Perrysburg will be like that.
Well, we didn't
I'm not
make
trying
any
to throw
friends with
shade
Perrysburg.
Not trying to throw shade. Perrits will eat it. They're
This
perrits.
one
Nope,
is-
we gotta hang
Open over there.
No,
There we go.
Things are
Yep.
getting confusing.
No, they're not.
No, it's just a wall now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I want to feature everything we're doing. Like, this is... And this
Even
is
all
really,
the frame now, or
really,
Oh yeah,
like
oh yeah.
curl them in, or
You can start coming this way.
okay,
Yeah.
we'll start curling them a little bit.
like this is really reminiscent of like everything they do. Like I feel like we get a lot of yeast from Boulevard all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have a very unique yeast that they use, and there's a brewery. Was it Hicksville? Was it Two Bandits, I believe? No, it was no, sorry, Patron Saints. My apologies. They had a version of their farmhouse that was their saison that was very similar. So Boulevard does a great job. I've been looking for Bulu, by the way.
Man, that's smooth.
Not a
He's forward though.
Tech Nine
Mhm.
Tech9
I
collaborated
think that's
with
what makes it
Boulevard.
smooth for my palate.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
I can
it's,
see that.
I mean, it's
You're coming from a different area.
Yeah.
you're coming from a lager yeast, so
Well,
like,
everybody's got different palates, you know.
and I believe this is probably the closest to a lager yeast
Yeah.
that you'll find in an ale. You know,
Yeah.
And it's still
Definitely
hitting
slowing me down.
that 8.5 with 75 IBUs.
it's a double, man.
Yeah, it's a big boy,
It's a big boy.
but it hits smooth.
Can we hashtag
It
that big
does.
boy?
Hashtag big. No, we can't. Frisch's has got that shit.
Well, it's neat that it's a balance between
Well,
like
no,
what you
really
like
low.
and then
It's
the normal
BOI.
IPAs.
B.O.I. Big boy. Outcast.
I'm pretty sure somebody's got that too. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you definitely get a malty sweetness and a
Mhm.
yeasty sweetness. I'm gonna go I really get like a banana, like almost like a banana fruitiness from the yeast. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's like
I
a
can
kind of
see
see that.
You know what I mean? Like it's really, really mellow, but it adds that
Slight bit of fruit.
yeah, just a
Yeah.
a slight fruity yeastiness.
And it's just enough to cover the hop finish.
exactly
It's not hurting like it's not like wow on the back of the tongue.
not at all. This
I mean, it's still there, but
the hops bitterness is gone
sweetness covers
quickly,
it,
and
but-
I mean, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
it lingers, but it's not as intense as
Right.
some of the others we've had.
yeah.
It doesn't linger yet, definitely. But it's still got enough bite that if you like IPAs, you could drink that any day of the week.
Exactly. This
That's,
one is
that's still the beast of the liver.
I still
right
don't
there.
understand how that Rogue's 72 IBU. That
Yeah,
seems
I don't
that
know how they
seems
pulled that
way off.
sounds like we need to do a tour and pick the brain of the brewmeister. Just saying
Yeah.
out loud with my largest face hole. Just saying.
I'd be a part of that.
This guy.
High Rope Brewers.
Hello, howdy. Yeah, I mean it's like the banana bread of IPAs. That's what I kind of want to say.
Actually,
You know
I
what
like
mean?
that. I like that description, honestly.
I really think this one is like for a double
Banana
because
nut bread.
Yeah,
Banana
I
nut
do
bread.
like that.
Yeah.
I could totally see that in this.
And I
Because
like
there's a lot of
lots.
flavors, but they come through so quickly.
Yes. And you want more.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's not overpowering
Yeah.
by any
It's not
means.
mushy
I want
banana
more,
bread.
more, more,
No.
more.
It's banana nut bread. Like
It's very good.
there's a sour nut in there that you're hitting. And
Yeah.
Wow, dude, and you know what? It kind of tastes like
Like an almond or like a
a pecan.
yes.
I'm going
Pecan.
pecan,
I see that,
pecan,
yeah.
whatever you want to say.
Pecan.
I mean, it
Tomato.
exactly. It's got that baked bitterness of
Mhm.
of a nut, and I really do think it's a pecan or whatever you want to call it.
Could be
It's a
an
good
almond.
beer either way. If you like golden ales and you can
Yeah.
drink it, I can sit
I
here
can
and
drink
drink it, and I think it's
Yeah.
a great beer. So
They do great stuff.
It's
They
not super
really do
aggressive.
really, really
Mhm.
great stuff.
I mean, the finish still lingers, which is nice.
it's aggressive enough.
I mean,
for
nice
an IPA
people
drinker.
who like that.
Well,
Yeah.
it's very forward.
For
It's
me,
very
I'm just like-
flavor forward.
But it's still balanced so you can drink it.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can drink it. Yeah. To let it linger on the tongue afterwards, it's still.
It does linger on the tongue
Yeah,
a little bit,
it
but
does.
for an IPA drinker, I like the linger on the tongue,
Well, yeah,
honestly.
of course you should. That's the whole idea.
And it's your birthday. So
Yeah.
And it is your birthday.
It is my
So
birthday.
there's that.
we're gonna throw that out there still. Nice, we're about half a bucket deep. You know what? We're on like the last leg, gentlemen.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, we're already
I
moving
made without a
west.
cigarette. That's amazing.
We had Kansas City, Missouri Boulevard. Now we're gonna go to, you know what we're gonna do? Ballast Point right now.
Oh, yeah.
And then we've got two more after that by the same brewery. So Ballast Point, from what I understand, Ballast Point was like one of the original craft breweries.
They do make good shit.
They do really.
I hate to say it, I've only had their
shit.
Sculpin, but I've never had a bad Sculpin. They have 5
Never.
or 6 different Sculpins. They're all
Aloha,
great.
grapefruit. They're traditional. They're unfiltered. Is one of
Yeah.
my favorites actually.
They had a habanero or one of those Sculpin. It was a slightly
Ooh.
spicy Sculpin. It was.
Now we're talking.
I thought I could be wrong, but I thought it was good.
It's I mean,
Pineapple Sculpin.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a
Develop my palate into the spicier end.
Ballast Point. The reason I got into Ballast Point is because of their High West barrel aged porter. My wife and I are really big in dark ales, so like I saw this one on the shelf at a local retailer, and you know I love the Sculpin. I think the unfiltered is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
In terms of like flavor. Drinkability, because you can have more than one.
Yeah.
You know, and when I'm looking for a beer, I want to have more than one. If I'm having just one beer, then it's my nightcap, and it's probably going to be a barrel aged, and you know that whole thing. I mean, how many do we have here? Barrel aged Huma, batch 8,000 quads.
Yeah.
You know, all those from Shorts. Love them. Shout out to Shorts.
What's that smell?
That's funkier.
Yeah.
It's got a really
Not in a
different
dank
taste
way,
than the way
not in a
we-
fruity
no.
way.
It's got its own flavor.
Yeah.
You know what it smells like? And I could be way off here, but it smells like tarnished copper.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You
It's
know,
kind of funny that you mentioned that because pineapple Sculpin I always thought was very minerally on the first
yeah.
few drinks,
Sips,
and then
yeah.
after that you get to recognize the
Like when you
pineapple.
put your tongue.
Yeah, I think that's. I can kind of see that actually now.
but it
Yeah.
could just be an adjunct from the, you know, from one of the
Or a
main
broken
ingredients.
nose. That's,
Right. You may have a broken nose.
that's what it smells like when I smell it with my nose. It smells like I broke my nose.
It's,
Very good beer either way.
I
I've
mean,
never
this-
had a bad Ballast Point.
no, and their Manta Ray, like I was excited because I've never seen that.
It doesn't taste like I
Yeah.
broke my nose, so that's good. Yeah.
Plus, it's really easy. I mean, look,
Yeah.
it's a mild looking double.
And it's
Yeah.
8.5,
Yeah, and it's not mild. It
yeah.
looks mild. It's not mild. Hashtag bucket.
No.
Their Aloha is the worst one. It's kind of fruity, so you can keep drinking it, but I mean, I swear that Aloha goes down too smooth.
That's a really bad problem to have.
Yeah.
Really bad. Dang it.
Dang it.
Mm-mm.
What if
I want to drink another one of these. Dang it.
A lot of barrel ages like that.
Well, I mean, you're a whiskey fan, man. It's hard to say no to that, right?
All the barrel-aged IPAs, I feel like they get a really neat taste to them. Like, really
Yeah.
funky.
Yeah. And so, I mean, that's why I'm hoping, especially those that I've name dropped, but I'm really hoping that, you know, ABC does the barrel aged Sacred Cow. That was like
That would be
crazy.
good.
That one was crazy. The barrel aged Huma, remember we had
Yeah, that was very good.
right after the ball game. That one was
Very good.
That one was dangerous
It was
it was
really
very
funky.
easy to drink though.
Yeah, it was very easy to drink, but there's so many flavors in that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And
Like barrel aged
Molly
IPA is relatively new. I mean,
yeah.
because they're only aging them, from what I understand,
Stouts,
for 3-4
porters.
months.
Okay.
Because they don't want to bastardize the actual style.
Yeah.
So it's a short age, but it's enough to bring enough flavor where you're getting the bourbon sweetness, the camphrous burn, you know what I mean, while still keeping that like IPA hoppiness to it. Like you have to have hops to have an IPA.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
It definitely does have a bite to it, like
Didn't
you're
you
saying. It
tell me-
really does.
Wasn't there one that did tequila staves? Like,
Yes.
That'd be interesting.
There's a
Yeah.
couple that have just done it. We'll touch on that soon.
spicy is yummy when it's done in tequila staves.
Yeah,
Yes.
habanero
Yeah.
cider, which I thought was amazing.
Oh, that would be the.
But they're-
Yeah,
And, yes, and that was Blake
Cider.
Blake
Blake
cider.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Blake Cider, El Chavo.
Big fan.
El Chavo, yeah,
That
yeah.
one.
Because I thought
And
that
El
was really
Chapo,
good.
which
Oh,
was
okay.
aged in tequila.
Tequila
staves.
staves.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I would-
Yeah,
I would-
they kicked it up a notch.
I would
I'm
try
not trying
that.
to downgrade the IPAs because it's IPA day.
It is.
Sorry.
And Eric's birthday, you mean?
Yep, it's Eric's birthday on IPA day.
It's only IPA day because it's my birthday.
That's the only reason.
Shit though.
But
Good stuff.
and they're finally, and that was the thing, is everyone wanted to do bourbon barrel aged, but what about all the other
Yeah.
distilled liquors? You
You
know what I mean?
have flavor, yeah.
And you're talking about breweries that are now opening distilleries because they can turn that old funky beer and distill it into something delicious, like Retort,
Oh.
Mommy Bay. Mommy Bay has an amazing distillery. I loved their Black Sambuca.
Oh.
I think we had a little bit too much of their shine.
We had some of the Shine whiskey.
But
before it,
Dogfish
got the
Head
bottle.
is
Yep.
notorious for distilling gin. You've got Rogue out west, Oregon, I believe, and they distill. They've got a whole line of whiskey.
They're just so good to pair with IPAs and
Yeah.
everything. I mean, they really pair it up well.
And you've got now Jameson over in Ireland,
Oh, yeah.
who's now doing an IPA barrel Jameson whiskey.
Yeah.
So I haven't had that one yet, but
It's
Basically
very good.
like
I keep
recasting.
a bottle of it at my house actually at all
See?
times. I really do. It
an
pairs-
IPA whiskey. See?
It's not as smoky. It's pretty herbal. I don't know. I like it quite a bit. It's very
Right on,
good.
man. So there's a lot you can do with. Once the style goes funky, distill it. Alcohol kills
Yeah.
everything, right?
It's just one flavor. You can do so much to it beyond that.
Plus, how many?
I'm just disinfecting my intestines. That's all I'm doing.
Wow. Yeah, I won't have worms tonight.
Antibiotics.
Ballast point for the win.
According to
on that.
science, alcohol is a solution.
It is,
It is.
actually.
It is.
100%.
Everybody should be okay.
And hops even have antibacterial properties and everything.
They do.
I was
They
hoping
do.
you said inflammatory, but whatever.
They do a lot of things. I haven't read that.
There's other greens that take care of that.
And we'll get to the beer and buds side of that section.
There's some fresh baked cookies.
When it's legal. Alright, so the next two I have are from Lagunitas. I'm a huge fan of what they do, mostly because they're hilarious and
They do good stuff.
they're one of the originals. They started out west in California. Everything they do has hops. I shouldn't say everything, but a lot of what they do are ales with hops. So can you call it an IPA? Probably. But these two for sure are, you got their Lagunitas IPA. This is my first time. Jeez, I would say so.
Did you?
Even their wheat beer is actually very hoppy.
Very.
Very.
You've got like their something ale.
Yeah,
which
that's
is-
exactly what I was
Or
thinking
the
of.
something easy, which is their session.
little
technically.
something.
A little. All of them are.
All of them are
extremely
very hoppy, actually. But not only that, the price point is very
kind of
good.
reminds me of their
attractive.
brother
Yeah.
in Cleveland.
Yeah.
A lot of their stuff is very hoppy.
It's very good.
I actually have
I'm
a
not
really
against it. I just
funny
know that it's
story.
hoppy because
I love this
mouth goes,
Lagunitas.
"Ah."
Yeah, there you go, man. I love this Lagunitas sucks because it's kind of like a spicy double, if you will. There's like
had me at
a
spicy.
sweet and savory spice to it. But when I believe it was the last time we went home, my home, Minnesota. Excuse me. I went to the local liquor store, which is a state-run liquor agency, and they had Lagunitas Waldos.
Oh, that's a great one.
And they didn't know what they had. 11% beer, give or take.
Yeah.
And
That's good.
the guy parted with it very, very
That's
cheap.
really good.
I was like, hey, is this Waldo's for sale? Yeah, man, where'd you find it? I found it right here on the counter. May I? I said, absolutely. I got it
You want some more
for
of that?
their
Yeah, I'll take a little more of that. I'm
Is
a
it a
big
danger?
fan of that one.
Yeah, that ain't going nowhere.
Drink.
That one's dead. That's the big winner.
Why like the
Oops.
Lagunitas sucks
That
anyways?
tastes
Because the
good.
story behind it compared to the brown sugar, I thought that the story created because they couldn't brew the brown sugar ale, so then they brewed the Lagunitas sucks because they couldn't brew that one.
Right.
So then,
No,
but
this
they
is
stuck
good.
around because it's so amazing.
This
I think
is
it's
fucking
exactly.
Sorry.
yeah.
And they reprise it all the time. That's all right. We'll not edit that because it's live. What?
Whoops.
What?
Oops. Okay, so we just became PG-13 because you can say it once, right? Still,
Yep, we get
You
one
still
on.
say it once.
It was deserved.
You're about to get fired.
It was deserved though.
You're not kidding. Well,
That's pretty dirty.
one of the
Was it
reasons
an
why I picked it.
adjective?
Pretty
That's what
dirty
matters.
good. Yeah. It was an adjective.
This is why I picked them last.
Yeah.
Well,
Pretty darn good.
geez, you're adding a sugar, And what does
Yeah.
yeast eat?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, so you just added to your ABV right there and made a more complex palate
Yeah.
because you don't get any of that in the nose.
Actually, a lot of the hops gets buried.
It's actually only
63.
8%, which is really
Yeah.
surprising.
Yeah.
But it's a young IPA. That's
Yeah.
the thing. That's why.
It's very good.
They could boil it longer and definitely bump that up.
Ooh. There's the hop.
Yeah.
Way back.
It sits on your mouth.
It sits back where your tonsils are. And you still
I don't have any of those. No wonder I didn't get that
I still
flavor.
have them.
I got removed
Maybe
twice.
that's the problem.
Twice?
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
they grow back. Did
Yeah,
you
they
know that?
can.
I
They
did
can
not know that.
They
They
can
do.
grow back.
Yeah, I had to get them removed twice.
They are
National
relentless.
IPA Day.
Sicilian.
You can grow tonsils.
That is probably my problem is because my tonsils don't like the hop.
Could be. It's actually an interesting
I
I
theory.
guess you're gonna have to have removed. I mean,
Again.
That'll take care of it.
Yeah.
That'll take care of it.
This is dangerous. I mean, first off, anything that is pushing 7+%, you realize you're drinking 2 beers in one.
Yeah.
And if you're drinking a pint, you're drinking 2.5 beers.
That's the one thing you can never explain to a patron while you're bartending because they will not understand it.
No, never.
Ever. Like, wait a minute, I had 2 beers? Yes, that's why I'm cutting you off because you drank 3 of these beers that equal a 6-pack. That's why your boyfriend is staggering, even though he's twice your size.
So, be another blog by the draft specialist as to why your bartender hates you.
Your bartender never hates you.
No,
Your bartender never hates you.
that's right. They'll
We
give
did
you
You tip well.
Why you-
silly looks.
You get upset like a babysitter.
Oh, really, man?
That's a good metaphor. I like that metaphor, actually.
It's 1:35 and you ordered a flight?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I have no qualms telling somebody at 2 o'clock when they order a shot of tequila that that's a bad idea.
That is a bad idea.
This is a bad idea, just so you know. I'll pour it for you, but this is a bad idea.
It's time to have a light lager and walk away.
that's a
Yeah.
fair disclaimer.
Yeah.
It is.
Warning.
It really is.
I'm going to warn you right now, this is a bad idea. And then they finish it and they're like, that was a bad idea. I'm like, I told you it was. What, you think that I just showed up here and started bartending like I've never done it before in my life?
Well, I think you two just became staples on the beers and buds. So
Have they ever met
deal
before?
with it.
You guys ever met?
No.
No, not together. Well, I know you served him.
Oh, yes, I have. Over
Yeah.
at the Forest View.
he says,
Well,
have you?
see, I'm sitting there getting drunk the whole time.
Right,
So,
so
that's
you-
like
yeah.
the trick.
But I remember.
So I was
getting you drunk.
winning the whole time.
I won.
I remember it because I kept getting you drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody gets drunk at a bar.
No.
Ever.
Well, I had my
you
wife
had a
DD.
There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
You
She
had
doesn't
DD
drink
the
at
whole
all.
time.
She doesn't like beer.
But nobody gets drunk.
On camera.
On camera.
Oh, man. We're going an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I am definitely ready for a smoke, though.
Yeah.
It's stretched my
Well,
palate
You
around.
got
We've
one
got-
more.
One more
One more?
beer to finish.
All right, I can hold out for one more. You have you've decimated my taste buds. They need to be coated in nicotine.
We're just going
stretched
heavy.
them for
Lagunitas on
days
Lagunitas.
straight to it. Yeah, let's do this. Because that last one was super smooth.
Yeah, it was.
That's the brown sugar, man.
This one's it's got a lot of head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I poured it hard, though.
No, that's not necessarily the issue.
It does have a high CO2 volume, high CO2.
And everyone knows this one, I think.
And it's
Everyone knows that
Lagunitas
one, yeah.
IPA.
Standard
It's
Lagunitas IPA.
one of their
Everywhere you go to Applebee's, they got
Is this the last one on the list?
it is, well, I mean, there are more in there, but
This is the break list.
this is the last that we have to
In the
test.
well, cheers.
Cheers, gentlemen. Happy
It's been a
birthday,
pleasure.
Eric.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday, man. Happy IPA.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
Happy National
Sorry it
IPA
took
Day.
me so long to get here.
You know, don't apologize. You're just paying for the first hour of the babysitter.
I brought beer.
Now y'all know. Now y'all know.
Beer. And cookies. Don't give the kids the cookies.
Easy. Let's keep it legal first.
I've got a medical card.
That is so.
I have an American card.
This is
You got a Native American card? It's not real.
It is.
This is
They give you a card for the Native American church, put you on a list.
Oh, I know the Okalaway church.
I
It's not a real
So we'll talk about that off camera.
Don't say names on camera, dude.
Nevertheless, we want to say thank you to all the breweries that contributed. Next time, feel free to send it to me. You can find my information online at thedraftspecialist.com. We are all over Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest.
Oh, you are all over the interwebs.
Everywhere.
And the
All the
YouTubes.
webs.
All the interwebs.
Everywhere.
All the
This will
things.
shortly after this, and I sober up a bit, we'll be putting it on YouTube as well. As part of the Beer and Buds program. I think we found two staples. I mean, it's the
Yeah.
inaugural video of Beer and Buds. It just happened to fall on what they call National IPA Day. We call it Eric's
My
birthday.
birthday, yeah.
We call it Eric's birthday.
I think next Eric's birthday, maybe we'll have like 50 people in this room. You'll just have
There
like.
you
It
go.
won't be in this room. We're gonna have to rent some space.
Well, that's true. That's true.
There's gonna be 3 cameras set
Oh,
up.
there's the Con Weisenberg building.
Ooh, yeah. Well, I think we can actually occupy some space in Toledo because shameless plug, Mommy Bay. They now have solidified their real estate where there are no open container laws.
Yep.
So you can drink a beer anywhere on their property.
Mhm.
What is considered their property.
They've joined the open container zone,
Which
is
is-
downtown. Yeah.
Incredible, because, and don't get me wrong, please drive safe and drink responsibly. Make sure you have a DD, call Lyft, Uber, whatever you need to.
But now
do
you can
so.
go outside and enjoy it.
You can go outside, smoke a cigarette, drink a beer. You can walk across the street, see their bottling facility, drink a beer. You can go to their distillery facility
full
Yeah,
advantage
keep drinking
of
that
their-
beer.
and drink that beer.
Take full advantage of their beautiful parking facilities. Go in and have one of their beers and walk out with it to your favorite ball game or
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Huntington for whatever event you want.
Yeah, join the Mudhounds.
No problem. Right
Exactly.
across a beautifully safe, lit walking space.
Which is key. I mean,
And it's
you've
now
got,
part of a Metro Park system.
you know,
Yeah.
Boulevard in
Yeah.
St. Louis. They
The whole middle ground.
Well, Kansas City, I
is
suppose,
just
but-
amazing.
Yeah, it's a beautiful wall.
They do the same. You've got other major cities that take advantage of that, and there's
Yeah.
no reason why we shouldn't.
We take more advantage of it, I think, than most people.
I think we're
Most
getting it.
cities.
I think we're building up to it.
I think we already have. I think
Now we're doing it
already
legally.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing it legally. Yeah.
Yeah.
No
So,
more.
I mean, we've been doing it legally
Zombie Crawl
since
used
it's
to be
been legal.
full of pocket beers, but
Yeah.
now it's full of legal beers.
There you go.
So,
So,
Pocket beers. We're gonna-
Gentlemen,
But yeah.
Matt, Eric, happy birthday, by the way.
thank you.
Birthday.
Thank
This
you.
is the Draft Specialist
Cheers.
signing off on National IPA Day. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks.